I've always thought that sharing knowledge was really, really important. I've always believed that.
An awful lot of traditional stuff, especially in some communities, is handed down verbally. So you're not going to get the full picture from the book. You'll get the full picture, the fuller picture from the person. So I've learned that myself over the last few months.
You know, whether it's families, you know, I have families in the States, the whole design community, you know, people transfer all over the world, but it's still the same language.
It's part of creativity, which is basically part of sort of the human experience.
I think it takes design actually to unlock that spirit. It takes storytelling to unlock that spirit.
My name is Holger Strom. I came to Kilkenny Design Workshops in 1970, in the autumn of 1970, as a packaging designer.
I'm a carpenter and joiner by trade.
I'm a textile designer.
So I'm a designer, sculptor.
I work as a designer, freelance designer, yeah.
I'm one of the 3 co-founders of Cartoon Saloon.
I'm a writer, storyteller, designer.
I am a creative director in the environmental movement.
I wasn't ever close to the sort of design scene, you might say. I was more a guy who was making packaging out of corrugated board and all the time trying to make it cheaper and faster and better and stronger and all that sort of thing.
Boring design really affects the psyche, doesn't it? You know, whereas really good design really captures, you know, something special. You know, and I think that's why everybody, either consciously or subconsciously, you know, connects with good design.
Once people after a few weeks know this is a safe place, they have a sense of belonging, it's amazing what happens then. If you can see the person as the whole person, it's amazing what happens then. I'm talking about mental health now.
With design you can make some beautiful things, and I think the more beautiful it is, it's for the people just walking in the street. It's always a pleasure to see beautiful things, and it makes us happy every day.
I would hope, and I'm pretty sure this is what will be delivered, that an Irish Design Centre will have international reach and international resonance and connection, but it will also be something that could only happen in Ireland, and that's the key.
The design field here in Ireland seems to notice a series of challenges that are relevant to take on. So the feeling is that there's a feeling of urgency, and more can be done, and people want to take action.
The reality is, as a little person, I'm disabled because I live in a world that wasn't designed for me. What are the opportunities that if we have people with lived experience at the centre of all planning, processes and implementation opportunities, what would Ireland look like if we were all set up to succeed?
Over the years, I've had this enormous cross-section of people who come to attend my classes, and everyone is looking for something that suits their own agenda. And I think as a designer, I really appreciate that, because I'm looking to try and help them find a solution to their own problem.
Ireland's got an unbelievable pool of talent, and it's got some great courses and great colleges. I think a lot of companies, particularly small to medium size, struggle to maybe invest in much in design as they should. But I think it's getting better, and I think it's this awareness, and things like Design Week are definitely helping with that.
We came in with some ideas of storytelling and folklore, and since we arrived, that was very clear to us how important that is in Irish culture.
It was very nice to kind of have insight into the way that the crafts are still alive here in Ireland and thriving and growing, which I think is really nice to see.
It's very exciting to be part of one of the keynote events for Irish Design Week and to be in a discussion with people from so many different backgrounds.
Like, there's a lot of different disciplines of design involved in Design Week, so I'm glad that animation is part of it and glad we can be part of it, yeah.
For me, what's really interesting about Design Week is that design exists every day. You know, whether you are a creative or don't define yourself as one, the reality is we are all part of designing a better Ireland. And I think for me, what I really want the call to action to be when we think about accessibility, when we think about disability representation, is that this is everybody's opportunity and even more responsibility. So not just for 1 week of the year, but all 52. So what are you going to do today?
It's an absolute, I just feel blessed to be even invited to Irish Design Week, working with a load of brilliant new thinkers. Yeah, it's just a gift.